If you're recording, then I might turn my camera off because I'm not sure that my Pilates needs to be part of the festival.
Yes, okay, if you feel free to turn off your camera if you like, okay? Lucas, we are live now. Okay.
So, good morning. I just want to introduce Terika. Terika will be lecturing this morning course of the morning Pilates. And Terika, the stage is yours.
Okay. Hi. So this lesson is sort of for beginners. It's going to be slow way of Pilates. So actually what we need to do today is more concentrate on what we are doing, control the movement, and also, well, feel what muscles we are working with. So I think for very beginners, it's going to be a bit complicated, but at least you will try. Yeah, let's start. We will start with some warm-up, 10 minutes, and then we will do the rest. So first important part, standing at the beginning. So just put your legs together and lengthen them in the size of your pelvis. So pelvis is going to be quite an important part of the exercise. So I will speak quite often about one part of your body, so just to remember where it is, like here. I will call it crossbone. It's sacrum in Latin or English. In Czech, if we have some Czech speakers, it's kříž, kost křížová. So this part of your pelvis, will be quite important. So we are standing straight. Try to concentrate that your pubic bone and crossbone is opposing each other, and we will try to reach the ceiling by our head. You can imagine there is some sort of string going up from your head, which is lengthening your spine. So relax your knees and try to push up from the ground from your legs. And we are going to breathe in. So your shoulders are trying to be wide, open, as well as your rib cage. So when you are breathing in, try to breathe as deep as you can, but remember there is your belly and your back trying to be as long as possible. So your pelvis is all the time trying to be a little bit like if you are sitting on some chair. So imagine there is a chair behind you and you are about to sit on it. So your knees going into the front, head to the ceiling. And let's breathe. So we are doing a few deep breaths. Concentrate on where the breath is going. We will try to avoid this part of rib cage, these ribs to go front. We will try to breathe like into the sides. So 2 more breaths. And we are trying to get the breath into your pelvis. Try to focus on your legs, that you are using it. You are standing straight, and we are going to add some more movement. We will start with our hands. Just put them in front of you. It's weird, I see myself in the camera a bit shake. But okay. So you are trying to push your shoulder blades on the wall and breathing. Open your arms, and the third finger is as long as possible, but remember your shoulders are as low as possible, so do not reach the shoulders like that, but as low as possible. And we are going to rotate with your arm, but the rotation should start in your shoulder blades. So do not rotate just this part, but the whole hand, whole arm is rotating. And we are breathing. So try to breathe into your shoulder blades, do lopatek. So lopatka, shoulder blade is not the most important part you are focusing on. Still, long belly and long shoulder, long back. 2 last rotations. And you can end. And we are going to do some sort of chandelier. And imagine the air is quite thick. So there is like, it's not so easy to move. Still, your shoulders are as low as possible. And your shoulder blade is working. So continue and just focus that this part of your back, this part, is as long as possible. So still you are in the position as if you want to sit on the chair. Behind you. Long head reaching the ceiling. So three more. We try to somehow wake up our shoulder blade. It will help us later. So perfect, relax your hands, and we are going to roll down just a little bit. So now you can actually keep your pelvis by your hand, so it will stay straight. And we will move as around the ball, just in the upper part of your spine. So you are trying to do a nice curve in the upper part of your spine. The bottom part is still trying to reach that imaginary chair behind you. So try not to use this part of back. The lower part of back is not being curved at all. We can now relax the hands and do the movement a few times again. The movement is starting in between your shoulder blades. Still focus also on your knees and on your legs. Knees are reaching in front of you and are a little bit relaxed. And still breathing. Important to breathe as deep as you can. And one last, rolling down. So circling, or imagine there is a ball on your belly and you try to make a big round circle around it. When you are going up, you push your legs, and growing up from your legs, your spine is as long as possible. Okay, we put our hands on our pelvis. You can also go in the very end of your mat and try to push your pelvis against your hands as if it's like going back. Your rib cage is going the opposite movement, so your rib bone, the middle bone, is going to the ceiling. And just try to breathe. Lengthen your belly, so this is the longest possible, and your back is the longest possible. Your shoulders are low. One more breath. This is the extension of your spine. Relax, and we are going down to the mat by rolling. So again, ball on your belly, and we are going to circle it as a long chain of our spine. Leaning your head to lead the movement, and your pelvis is going to the ceiling. So open your pelvis to the ceiling. You can put your hands on the mat. Now the knees can be relaxed. Yeah, so you don't have to have your legs straight. But important is to have your hands on the mat. So let's move the head a bit like a bell. And you can say also no, no. And we are walking slowly to the plank. So if there is towel, put it away. And we are going for a few breaths to stay in a plank. So what is important? Your hands are somewhere beneath your shoulders, and your thumb and small finger are the most important parts of your hand now. So your hand is like a plate for soup plate. And let's breathe. Your head is going to one direction, your pelvis to the other. One more breath. Try to push your belly against your spine, like your belly wants to push the spine towards the ceiling. And we can relax into the cat. So cat position. Your hands are just beneath your shoulders and they are as wide as your shoulders. Your knees are as wide as your pelvis or hip joints. And all the joints are relaxed. So also you can relax all the joints. And imagine there is some plank on your back. One is here, one point is here, and the third point is on your head. So those 3 points are trying to reach the ceiling. You can push a bit from your knees up, as if you want to make this, but you will not make it, you will just push. And let's breathe again. Your back is trying to be quite straight, as well as your belly. So 2 more breaths in this basic cat position. Try to breathe into your belly. Try to lengthen your neck, so long neck. Shoulder blades are as low as possible. One leg is going in between the other and hands, and we are just moving backwards, like sitting on one of your joints, and your legs is your arms are going in front of you. So try to imagine you still have a quite huge, let's say, shoulders, and the long leg is trying to go as far as possible. Your rib cage is going the other direction as your leg, so you're lengthening your spine and your belly. 2 more breaths in. And we are going to change the leg, so going back to the cat position and changing the legs. Your hands in front of you. You can use your little finger part of your hand just to make a stability on your mat. And you should feel the tension around your hip joint. So let's make 2 more breaths as deep as possible. And again, we can reach up to the cat. So, we are going backwards. We are trying to sit on our legs. Trying to sit straight. We will put the hands next to us. It depends how long is your hands. And push up. So we are sort of making the extension of our feet. This should be a bit painful, but not too much. So try to find some middle balance. Relax. And once again. Okay. We will be rolling up again, but first put your hands and legs in a stable position. Relax your head and imagine that your pelvis, your sitting bones, are reaching the ceiling. One more deep breath. And we are going slowly up, rolling up to the straight position. And I hope you have a towel somewhere nearby. We are going to use it for the last thing in this warm-up. So take your towel. We can again stand in the length of our hips and even one more. The towel is like this and we are going up. Now again, shoulders are as low as possible. Your knees are relaxed. And we are going to lateral flexion, so to the side. And just breathing to the rib cage. And going back to the center. Long head, shoulders low. Okay, a few more times. And now the leg, like this one, on the long part, try to really get stuck in the floor. So try to push your leg towards the floor and lengthen your side. We are going again, center and the other side. The other leg, this one, should again push against the floor and then breathe in. Last 2 times, shoulders low. Try to breathe on the side of your rib cage. So to the side of your rib cage, one more breath. And last time. Center, and you can relax your hands. And we are going on the floor. We will be using this small towel quite often. But now we will make some sort of small pillow, which will go under your head. So you can prepare it on the side. And we will go on the mat. Starting with the first position. Which is like the basic position of 100. So we can again put our legs together, lengthen them, so they will be as far as our hips are. You can imagine there is a line of hips, knee, and your fingers. Focus on your pelvis. That's very important now to imagine there are 2 points, and the third point is your pubic bone. Okay? So hip bones, pubic bone. And those bones should be in the same level as the floor. So reaching in between your legs. The other point is your rib cage. So try to push the rib cage to the earth, to the floor. And the last point is your head. Your nose and chin, I guess, is reaching the ceiling. And we will be just breathing, trying to focus on the center of our body. Focus on the breath. So when you breathe in, your cage is going down, trying to find stability on the mat, not the other way up. So do not push your ribs towards the ceiling, but push them down. And you are deepening your breath and it's going somewhere beneath in the lower belly. And this lower part should become quite solid, like stone-like. Yeah? So if you are now breathing well, you can actually feel it in your backs as well. So the breath is helping to relax your lower backs. One more breath, one last breath into the stability. And we will put one leg, knee to the ceiling. Try to concentrate on your pelvis. The pelvis is not moving. It's super solid, fixed to the ground. The upper back is free and the other part is your rib cage. So now your knee is going towards the ceiling and we will work with our hands. So put your hands like that. And with the next breathe in, you are going like this, above your head. Breathe out, going back to this position. So this seems simple, but try to concentrate on your rib cage and on your knee. The rest of your body should be solid, should not move. Just breath and your arms. Your shoulders are trying to reach the mat. With breathe in, they are going above your head. Breathe out in front of you. 3 more times. You should feel that the lower belly is like activated at least. And last time. And your hands can go on the floor again, changing legs. So the other goes the same way. Knee wants to go to the ceiling. Your pelvis is stable. The same with our hands. With the breathe in, they are going above your head. Breathe out in front of you. So again, focusing on the stability in the pelvis. Continue. This part of your back is not pushed to the floor. It's actually free. There are 3 points of stability. It's your pelvis, your ribcage, and your head. 3 more times. Focus on your shoulders, that they are not going to your ears, but they are as low as possible. And we are going the last time. Breathe in. And breathe out. You can put your legs next to your body. Okay, we are lengthening one leg. The other is going again towards the ceiling. Now again, pelvis is stable on both sides. Yeah, try to imagine. And we are making circles. What is going to happen now is that your other hip will be moving, will be shaking. So try to push it. You can use your hand and push it to the ground. Better would be if you don't need your hand and actually your muscles will be doing this pushing down. We are changing the rotation on the other side. So the whole time you are doing this rotation, your knee is trying to reach the ceiling. So elevate it, make it as long as possible. Last circle. Exchanging of legs, so one is going like this, the other will be lengthened. Again, this is important, so this part of your pelvis should stay as low as possible. So we are making circles on the other side. this should not move up. It will be, so try to keep it stable with your belly. There is a long muscle going from your rib cage in a diagonal way, and this muscle should be working right now. This long leg is as long as possible. You also have a long neck. Still watching the ceiling. So change of rotation. Still breathing. I think you should be feeling that the middle part of your body is actually quite working right now because you want to reach the stability. And we are going last circle. And we are going to relax our leg and lengthen it. One deep breath. And we are going to shoulder bridge. So now the towels, if it's under your head, put it out. And there will be nothing below your head, right? Even hairs or whatever. So hair, whatever. So your leg is going to be something like that, a bit closer to your pelvis, but the position is the same at the beginning. So first movement is like pushing your legs on the floor. Let's try this and elevate it a little bit, just a little bit, and put it back, right? So once more, you are pushing your lower back easily to the floor and sending the pelvis in that direction a little bit up and put it back. So we are going to the whole movement. So first, pelvis to the floor, lower back to the floor, and now your knees should be holding the weight of your pelvis in this direction. So not your butt, it's quite, there is nothing going on there, but your lower leg, your hamstrings are actually working here. On the way back, you should focus on your spine, that you are actually putting it one part after each other to the floor, and again back to the position. So let's try to go as fast as you feel or as you want, but concentrate on the stability of your pelvis, that your butt is not working, and that your knees are pushing still in the direction, diagonally towards ceiling. You can also find out, if you are doing it right, that your legs are actually having the same weight. If there are some Czech people, so in Czech it would be kolena směřují vždycky šikmo nahoru ke stropu. A to, jestli si cvičíte správně, poznáte podle toho, že chodidla jsou zatížená rovnoměrně. Because usually one leg is the dominant leg and it's working more. So let's go two last bridges and we will add our hands. So we are going up, and when we are up, we can use our hands. We are going on the other side, and we are going down without the support of our hands. And last time. And relax your hand. So now we can put your towel back if it's more comfortable. And we are going to do something like stability. So one leg up, the other up. Now you are pushing your pelvis. the lower back is free, and the second point of stability is your rib cage. So let's breathe. We can also put our hands a bit up so that it's more intense. And we are going at least 8 long breaths. You are trying to breathe down to your belly. And you should feel it in your down belly that you are actually working there. So the whole time you are trying to lengthen your legs as if your knees will be reaching the ceiling, but your pelvis is stable and very heavy. 3 more breaths. You can actually take your head and have a look what's going on. So one last breath in. Relax your head. Take your legs and let's make them closer to your body. Breathe in, breathe out. And we will try to get up, but please do not make the fast movement. If it's not possible, just use your hands, right? It depends how strong are your muscles. So slowly your legs are going away. You are still holding them. Then your head. And then we are slowly going up. Now you can use help of your legs, sorry, hands, into this stable position where our spine is as long as possible. So you can find one point where you can actually keep this stability. One breathe in, breathe out, and let's put our legs on the floor and reach. Try to reach them. Kolik máme času tak? Just a second. So let's elevate your spine, and we are actually going on the other side on the mat, on our belly. We will try to somehow redesign the towel for some sort of long roll. You can try to make it as tight as possible. And we will put it somewhere in the middle, right? So we will just lay on this roll and you will put it just beneath your hip bones. So you can check it, you will feel it there. It's the hard part on the sides, it's your hip bones. Your hands can be now below your head, and you will lengthen one leg, the other leg, as long as possible. And now the most important part is that your spine is going to be as long as possible the whole time. So do not push your belly to the mat, but try to elevate it, and your spine is going in this direction, like if you want to put it in between your legs. You have a stability of your hip bones on the towel. We will put our hands to some sort of chandelier again. And head is as long as possible, long spine. So just breathe in. And we will try to do a very little movement, swan dive, which is actually in your rib cage. So now you are trying to lower your shoulders, lower your shoulder blades, and lengthen your head, your neck. Breathe in, and you are trying to open your ribcage a bit, as if you want to show some necklace to someone. So you have a necklace and you want to show it. But concentrate on your pelvis here. It's in a stable position and your spine is as long as possible. Breathe out, you can relax. So the breathe in, shoulder blades go down, you are opening your rib cage, your gaze is still to the mat, to the ground, and 2 breaths, be careful, the lower back is as long as possible. You are not using it. And we return back. So a few more repetitions. Try to avoid doing this movement just with your neck. It's quite a common mistake. You can also help yourself when imagining that your hands are stuck on the floor and you want to move them back, but it's not possible. So this will help you with your shoulder blades to activate them. So 2 more times, just opening your rib cage to show a necklace to someone. And last one, your pelvis is stable, your pubic bone can be pushing to the mat. And you can relax. We'll make some sort of, I don't know how it's called, plane. So reach your hands as long as possible. Your shoulders are low, your pelvis stable. And 2 breaths, and you are pushing slowly your arms next to your body. As if you try to reach with your little fingers to your hips. We will rotate the hand and we will try to push our hands towards ceiling. Still spine as long as possible, stable pelvis, returning back, rotation, your hand is now facing the ground and we are going back. One more time, concentrate on the stability in your center. Your pelvis needs to be very stable here, using your hip bones and your pubic bone. Breathing, long neck, shoulders as low as possible. And we can relax, put our hands next to ears, and we will push up, this senior push up to the baby position. So we will round our spine in this baby position. So first of all, you are trying to sit on your legs. If that is not possible, just try to do this sitting movement and then round your spine. You should be as round as possible. If you want to also put your head on the ground, you can use your hands, or like that. And we are going to have 3 long breaths, which will follow your spine and try to reach this lower back part. Now try to concentrate that the breathe in and breathe out at the same timing. So they are as long as possible, as deep as possible. Then next, breathe in. We are going to get position. You were there at the beginning, but now we will add some movement. So your hands are again beneath your shoulders. Your legs are beneath your hips. Shoulder blades are as low as possible. And your belly is active. Long belly, long back. You can again push to your knees, push a bit, and your belly will be activated. So we are going to move our hands. So imagine that the shoulder is stuck, shoulder cannot move, and you can just elevate your arm and put it back. But do not put, we will be changing our hands, our arms. Don't put your shoulder close to your ear. So just changing arms in this movement, but trying to keep the rest of our body as stable as possible. Long neck. Your back, your pelvis and your head is supporting some sort of construction on your back or supporting ceiling. So 2 last times. And we will add for a few times our leg. So the diagonal hand and leg going like this and then up. And 3 more times. Try not to shorten your back, so you don't have to make the movement big. Just imagine you have a very long leg. Getting back and yet apart. With breathe in, you are going a bit up, breathe out, back. So we'll finish this part and we are going to sit on our legs. So, few last movements, yes. And we are going on our back, on our side. Again, going to use this towel as sort of pillow. So choose the side. We will then exchange it, and we will lengthen ourselves like that. The lower leg as long as possible, one leg on each other, and this pillow towel between your arm and your head. So your hips are one above each other. So just try to breathe in, try to fill your rib cage with your breath. And again, imagine there is a chair, and even like that, you're going to sit on it. So again, the movement of your pelvis is like that. So one leg up is actually in the size of your hips. One more breath, and we are going to do the movement. It will be circle. We will start on the way back, up, and to the front. The stability is quite important here. So first try to reach stability, then you can rotate. You can use your hands, put it in your lower back, just to check that the lower backs, the lower back is not being shortened, so still it should be as long as possible, especially when your leg is going behind you. There's a critical moment and you should focus on your lower back. They are still very long. So we are changing the direction. You can already feel a big tension in your hip, but it's okay if it's just a tension. And 2 more circles. And we can relax the leg. As we are now, we can use our 2 fingers for stability, and our leg, the one at the bottom, will try to be as long as possible and put the upper leg, push it towards the ceiling. So a few more breaths. Your legs are as long as possible. And you can relax them. So we are going to change the side. So just use your hand for a small push-up. And we are just going to the other side. With a long legs, long hand, towel in between your leg and head. The preparation is quite important. So again, hips one above each other, shoulders plus minus also one above each other. Breathe in, height your ribs. You should breathe into your back. Lower backs are as long as possible. Again, chair behind you, you want to sit. And we can put one hand, one leg in the sides of our hips. Breathe in, try to make it as long as possible. And we are going for the movement. So again, starting to back, up, and to the front. Circles. So try to use your power of your central muscles to the stability. So your belly should be working here as well. The circle doesn't have to be big. Just try to make it proper, not using your lower back when your leg is going back. Make them as long as possible. You can check it with your hand. So change of the rotation. We are going to the other side of the circle. Remember still breathing as deep as possible. So 2 last circles. Then relax your leg, and we are trying to use the lower leg. We can also use the stability of 1, 2 fingers and push the upper leg to the ceiling. Nice. So last breath, in and out. Then relax your legs, and we are going up using your hand. The almost last is sitting position with rotation. Again, you can use a towel. Now, as big as possible or as high as possible, it will be helpful. Put it at the back, sit on it, and just slide down from it. So most of your muscles, your butt muscles, will be on the towel, but your sitting bones will be pushed to the floor. We'll make a diamond sit, which is something like that, connected legs, and we will reach up as high as possible, sitting bones firmly to the mat. There is some sort of this position with hands. Push it towards your rib cage, and we are going to make our spine as long as possible. One breathe in, try to breathe into your shoulder blades. So try to put your rib cage against your shoulder blades. And with the next breathe in, we will make the movement, which is a small rotation. And breathe out. Again, breathe in, rotation. And breathe out. So the rotation is taking place somewhere in between your third and fourth rib. Your pelvis is super stable. Try still be pushing your sitting bones into the mat. And be careful not to use your neck so your head is still above, your chin is above your fingers. Still your spine is as long as possible, so do not shorten it. You can make the rotation smaller, but do not shorten your spine. So 2 last rotations. Relax. You can put your legs in a small V shape and just roll over really in a relaxing way, and try to breathe again to your back. One last deep breath. And we are slowly going to the end. We'll get back to the cat. Just try to put your hands beneath your shoulders. One breath in. We will lengthen one leg and the other. Again, plank position. Your joints on your arms should be relaxed. So last breathe in, try to push long belly to your spine as if you want to use it to push the spine towards the ceiling. We are going to this cat or dog position. And let's walk slowly to your hands. And we are going to roll up, so relax your head and slowly roll up. And we are going to finish again in the same position as we started, which should be your basic standing position. So legs in size of your hips, relax knees, very long spine, long belly, long spine. One breath in, let's open your shoulders. And next breath in, we are going up. And breathe out, we are going down. And that's it. So we were, I guess, good. So I can, now I don't know if you have time, but I can answer some questions if it's possible, if someone wants to ask.